Pathways, Community Services Management Software for First Nations. Welcome to a brief technical overview of Pathways. There are three unique technical features to remember. The first is the way Pathways is deployed and installed. Pathways is delivered as a software as a service type of solution. What does this mean? Well, to understand, let's look at how things used to be done in the past. Traditional methods of deployment involve a native band acquiring a software license and assuming responsibility for the network, hardware, and software. This is sometimes referred to as an on-premise software deployment. On-premise software, as the name implies, physically resides in one or more locations within the box as you see here. This would mean that each workstation or PC requires a copy of the software to be installed. If there is a shared database and collaboration is needed, then some software components also need to be installed on a central server, a shared database. A more sophisticated network may also support multiple locations or offices. This can be a rather complex computing environment to maintain. Because of the complexity, on-premise software creates a lot of work for IT staff. Software needs to be installed and maintained on each computer, including a server. This type of deployment can be complex. It certainly takes resources and time to install and maintain the software on every computer. Over time, this can become very expensive given you need knowledgeable IT resources to ensure that everything is working properly. Pathways is designed to be deployed differently, by taking advantage of the Internet. This type of deployment is sometimes called hosted computing, cloud computing, software as a service, or on-demand software. The key difference is that the software resides elsewhere. It is hosted on our TP Systems servers and is accessible through the Internet through a web browser. Pathways does not need to be installed and maintained on every user's computer. They can simply log in over a secure Internet connection, and Pathways is available to your team members anytime, anywhere. On-demand software, like Pathways, offers a number of advantages over on-premise software. Given there is no software to install and maintain by the band, you can be up and running much more quickly. The band does not need to invest in expensive computer infrastructure. In addition, because there is no software to install and maintain, it's less costly. You don't need expensive IT resources to keep things running. We ensure that the system is always available when needed. Data is also backed up and secure, and the software is always up to date. The second area worth noting pertains to data security. With an on-demand deployment, no software resides on people's desktops. This is very important in the event a computer is lost or stolen. Pathways data resides on our secure servers and is accessible via the Internet through a secure logon. Our servers store the database, and there are measures that ensure that the data on the database, as well as the transmission of that data via the Internet, is locked and secure. The data stream is 128-bit encrypted, which is a method used by banks and other secure sites for data transmission. The database is secured through role management. Who has access to what, access privileges, are controlled by users and workgroups. A final point. We recognize that every community is unique. Using software is sometimes like ramming a square peg in a round hole. Not pretty. With Pathways, there is no need to make compromises. Pathways can be easily configured to the way you work. This is made possible by the underlying technology. Pathways is based on TP Systems' proven platform for social and health services called Sohima. Sohima provides a wide variety of pre-built existing modules which can be assembled together to address similar needs. With each Pathways implementation, our analysts work closely with band and agency leaders in putting together these various building blocks to produce a highly tailored solution. No need to compromise. Pathways is adapted to work the way your band sees as best. To summarize, there are three key technical features worth noting about Pathways. It is available on demand from any web browser. It is highly secure. ensuring the individual privacy of band members. And finally, it is highly configurable, such that it can be adapted to suit the unique needs of a First Nations community. Thank you for listening.